This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. It's been a long day already, brothers. I hope everyone's having a good time. Everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a wonderful Father's Day weekend. And, it's just a great day to be alive. If you haven't seen, we've had a couple new signings. We got all our rookie players signed up. And don't mind me, I'm trying to do 10 million things at once. We got all our rookie players signed up, and we are getting some more veterans signed. So give me a second. We'll get on the road here with everything going. So other than that, it's been a good day. Bring me my phone, please. Sorry about that. What's up, Ryan AP? Thank you for joining me, my brother. Let me see what we can do on those pups for you. I think I can make you a good deal, but especially for you being a veteran and stuff. We'll talk soon. Miami, are they going to make that deal with Tua? Well, they need to make it before training camp starts, or else there's going to be a lot of going-ons that people aren't going to like. Yes, here's my little woo, my woo-woo. Come here, woo. He's headless woo. There's my woo. This is our little runt. I'll find out in a few days. Thank you, Ryan. They are beautiful little puppies. Woo is my special one. If he was actually a female, we would be keeping him. He's got what I call panda eyes, and he's going to be a good little boy. Let him go back with Nana. Yeah, if Miami doesn't make a deal by training camp start, there's going to be a lot going on I don't think will be the best for Miami. We need to get that deal done, plain and simple. Let's see. Let's bring up some of today's news as soon as I can find this shit. Let's see what we got going on here. Of course, if y'all haven't seen the article about the Chiefs Super Bowl rings, they got the Dolphins playoff seed wrong. We were actually at seed 6, and they have it on the ring at seed number 7. But we all know where we're at. That's all that matters. Not a whole lot otherwise on as far as today's top Dolphin stories go. Let's see what else we got. Where you at? Fansided Daily. 4 Dolphins players who must prove they can't be replaced after this season. Yep, and I think I know who one of them is they're going to talk about. Yeah, Miami's about to unload a lot of cash on Tua. Well, we'll see. You would think they would have done it. But, yeah, the first one they have listed at number 4, which I thought is Javon Holland. He's going to want a big paycheck, but he's going to have to really prove himself. And then with us making a big deal with Tua, we still might not be able to keep him. He might be another Wilkins. I mean, yeah, Miami didn't draft his replacement this past April, but anything can happen. Anything can change. And we're not going to know until things are done or it's too late. Jorge Calles, Hooked Up Joe, thank you for joining us. Number 3, Liam Eichenberg. Liam Eichenberg's future with the Dolphins is completely unknown. Yes, it is. What's up, Papa Smurf? How you doing, my brother? Thank you for joining us. I just loaded up the stream. If y'all want to join in on the panel, go ahead. Yeah, Eichenberg's he will be a free agent in 2024 after the season, and the Dolphins could lock him up on an extension by signing him now to a much cheaper contract than if they wait until 2024 plays out. Greer likes his bargains, and he may want to take the chance that Eichenberg remains average into 2024. Or he might not want to take a chance, and if Eichenberg steps it up any. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if he can from what I've seen in the past. We'll just have to wait and see. If the Dolphins lose Eichenberg in free agency next offseason, fans won't particularly be throwing things at their television, despite the fact that fans think he is part of the offensive line problems. Eichenberg can play guard, tackle, and center, and if the Dolphins' future plans don't include him as a starter, a cheaper option as a backup might be the way to go. Yeah, I can agree with that 100%. Most definitely. Eichenberg can control this in 2024. A big improvement in 2024 will make him more appealing to other teams and free agency next year and force Greer to pay him more or let him go. Whether he's viewed as a backup or a starter, his contract status next season will be debated. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Mr. John O'Halen's famous words, wait and see. Number 2, Jason Sanders is not set to be a free agent after the 2024 season, but he should be on notice that a poor campaign could spell the end of his career in Miami. Now, don't work too hard, Chuck. Dolphins have paid him well, and they have shown commitment to him by not bringing in camp competition. Last year, Sanders rebounded for his third best season as pro. He was back on track and improved his field goal percentage and his kick reliability outside of the 50-yard line. The big question is, can he continue to improve or at the very least stay consistently the same? I agree. He definitely needs to stay just as consistent. It's going to be interesting. I like Sanders, but there's been times that, we've been, as fans, when I say we, extremely upset with him because he was missing some of the easy kicks and stuff. So we'll have to see. Will Sanders be, with the rule change this year and regarding kickoffs, will Sanders be able to put the ball consistently in the catch zone? Or the ball carry into the end zone for a touchback? The rules will then put the ball out farther on the field if it is a touchback. That's going to be a big, big sign right there. If he can't keep it in the catch zone and it keeps going in the end zone for a touchback, we'll end up getting screwed in the long run that way. And they could cut him short early and find someone else who might be able to do the job. There again, we have to wait and see. So the value of to the team, this 2024 could be the year he proves he has more value to the team than he currently does because he doesn't want to show them the opposite. 100%. Oh, let's welcome Shake Money. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
That's all I can ask for these days. It's been a little rough. Jack, go.
Where's Jack?
It's been a little rough a few days. Cap for Life, thank you for joining us. This ain't the Miami Vice shirt. This is the Finn Sasson shirt here I got. Yeah. It's got Finn Sasson on it. Where is it? Right? I don't know if y'all can see him up there. Yep, he's up in there. Finn Sasson, Miami Dolphins. He's a good man. And one player that really needs to show improvement this year, if he wants to stay with Miami, is going to be Cam Smith. He didn't get to play last year, really, because of Vic Fangio. But all that needs to be set aside, and he needs to show what he's got this year if he wants to stay on the team. Yeah, he barely touched the field last season, and that was not a good look for Greer, who drafted the kid off his own son's college team. So we got to wait and see with him. What do you think, Shake? Okay. We'll get back to Shake when he comes back. 4 Dolphins players. Oh, no, it's up. Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, I was trying to at hard either way. That's the one notion I hate is people saying, "Oh, it was because of Vic Fangio." I think it was more because of Cam Smith. I don't think.
Well, yeah, it goes both sides. I can agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that. It works both ways. But he really needs to, whatever happens, I think he really needs to step it up this year and prove that he is that number 2 player at least.
Yeah, and I hate the fact that we got rid of Sam Madison, but hey, either or, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love seeing our alumni players coming back as coaches. And Sam Madison was a good one. Welcome to the show, Hooked Up Joe. How you doing, my brother?
Doing well. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy belated Father's Day to everyone. I hope you all
Likewise.
had a good Father's Day.
We love your shirt and chat, and your dogs are cute. Okay, I think we're caught up.
Thank you. 4 Dolphin players who must prove they can't be replaced after this season. And that's the same article, basically. It talks, I don't know why. Okay. Oh, no. 4 Dolphin players in danger of losing a roster spot after minicamp and OTAs. Who are they saying we have here?
Man, that's going to be a big list. Our roster is like every spot is a golden spot. Especially
with all the people we signed and everything, all the veterans, you're going to be looking at this people that are getting cut. You're going to be like, wow, oh
right.
My God, you know.
We just added 2 that are going to be definite roster spots.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Raphael Courtwright? Thank you for joining us, my brother. The first one they're talking about is Eazy. It isn't a matter of doing a bad job, but more or less him not standing out, they're saying, in the OTAs or minicamp. So
I think with Eazy is not going to be a talent issue because we've seen he has a talent. It's that neck injury that's going to come to bite him in the ass. I think if Eazy is not on this roster, it's because that neck injury was a lot more serious than people thought it was going to be.
Be interesting to see if somebody that if nobody picks him up, we're 100% on that one, right? If he goes and he gets picked up somewhere and starts doing some stuff, we're going to be like, what's up with that neck injury?
And one of the things they're saying here is he has yet to show the consistency he needs to, but he also needs to fend off River Craycraft as well.
Yeah, it won't be the first time our medical staff got something wrong. Drew Brees.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with you 100% on that. Yeah. Next one, they actually have two people at number 3. They're saying Mike White or Skylar Thompson will not make the 53-man roster.
That's a given.
But will be part of the practice squad, they say. I don't know about Mike White, but I do believe that if Skylar Thompson makes the practice squad, he'll get picked up by another team. That's my opinion.
In my opinion, look, at the end of the day, I know who's going to be as much on this roster as much as you do, but given the fact that we had 2 years of Mike McDaniels, he's kept the 3-quarterback system even with the stacked roster last year and the year before. So if I had to bet, I would bet that we're going to keep 3 quarterbacks again, and people are going to be pissed about it. But
no,
they changed the rules.
We'll keep the 3 quarterbacks. But there's actually, I think, a total of 4 or 5 quarterbacks on the roster right now, on the 97-man roster or whatever it is.
Because they changed the rules, right? So that it makes it so that third quarterback doesn't really have to be on the roster. Because last year, if you want to use your emergency quarterback, they had to be on the 53, and now you can use the practice squad player for your third quarterback.
He's allowed to dress out and go to the game, but he cannot be used unless the first 2 quarterbacks are injured or out.
Yeah. I think what they were saying was because remember, I don't think he has to be on the 53. He doesn't have to be on the active 48 because remember, you have a 53-man roster, but at the end of the day, you can only activate 48. So I think you still have to have the third quarterback on your roster. Yeah.
No, they changed that this year, Shake. That they were talking about that a lot. That's why all the people are claiming 2 people on 2 quarterbacks, and that's also how come I think that Skylar wouldn't necessarily get picked up because every team is pretty much going to have, in order for you to, every team's going to pretty much keep 2 quarterbacks on the roster and a third on the practice squad. That's probably going to be your standard thing across, except for your exception cases. And for that reason, if you're going to take Skylar, he's going to have to be your number 2 quarterback in most rosters, unless you're going to take Skylar and you're going to use a roster spot for your third quarterback. Right? That's the only case. That's the only type of team that would be taking Skylar away from us, is somebody that has their third on the 53.
Well, during OTAs, Mike White he was okay, but not special, and the Dolphins needs him to be special. White will get his opportunities in training camp, but his OTA sessions, according to some, were less than ideal for him. There's been plenty of speculation to that Miami could look to add a veteran quarterback late in free agency, with Ryan Tannehill's name floating around, the usual. Will people really trust White or Thompson? Not a chance. That's where someone like Tannehill could come in if the worst-case tour scenario comes to fruition.
Really don't trust Tannehill because we have a different style offense now that's super accurate in timing, and Tannehill's not going to cut it. I'm all for trying to get a good backup quarterback that's not the 2 we have right now to be our real number 2 on the 53. Yeah. But who would that be?
Good question. Raphael Courtright. I think Skylar would get picked up before Mike White also, to be honest with you. The best chance that go ahead.
No, I was just wondering if Mike White and Skylar, if they get picked up on the practice squad, aren't they both making the same rate? Because, I mean, if we cut Mike White, then all of his salary is chopped, and he'd be coming in at just pretty much the same type of rate as Skyler.
Mike
Is
White,
that
there's
the
a
case?
$3 million cap loss.
No, I don't mean our cap loss. I mean, if some other team picked him up, if other team had a choice to pick up both Skyler and Mike White, because we got somebody else, we put them both on the practice squad on 53, right?
Okay.
So that's what we're wondering, if Skyler and Mike White are the same exact cost, do you think Skyler's going to get picked up over Mike White dollar for dollar?
I would think so, yeah. To be honest with you, what I've seen out of the two of them, what I have personally seen out of the two of them, to me, Skyler's been the better quarterback.
I can't argue with you. I'm just wondering if I was just thinking, making sure you're thinking dollar for dollar on that.
Dollar for dollar, I would say yes, Skyler would get picked up before Mike White. Their number 2 person is Jeff Wilson Jr. They say the best chance for Wilson to make the 53-man roster is his relationship with McDaniel.
God, it's so tough.
And plus,
no way.
Plus, we are so deep at running back right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have a Chan, Mostert, Salvin Ahmed, Chris Brooks, Jalen Wright now, and then Jeff Wilson Jr. I mean,
right? No way you're keeping 6.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Right, 2 got to go. Which two out of those are going to go? Right? That's tough. I mean,
Salvin Ahmed, he's
gone.
To me, he's gone. He's good, but he's not great. He's kind of inconsistent.
What do you think, Brooks or Wilson? Is Brooks on that list?
Yeah, Chris Brooks is there.
Right, Brooks or Wilson. I think Wilson stays over Brooks. If Wilson's been balling out like they've been saying he has, I don't know if that continued in training camp or not, but he was balling out. And man, how can you get rid of him?
It's hard to say, but I mean, Brooks is young. He's a built running back for that power running back, not the speed. He's more of a power running back, or even a great blocking running back, opening up a hole or something. That's where I see Chris Brooks, and he definitely, to me, Chris Brooks would be more of that third and short yardage down goal, first down goal we need.
Cap for Life says Jimmy G for our backup quarterback.
Yeah, I saw that. Their last one they're talking about is going to have a tough time is Julian Hill.
Right. Tight end room's tight. No pun intended.
I don't think he'll make the 53-man roster. I really don't.
And he'll definitely get picked up. I think he'll get picked up quick. We're not going to have him on our practice squad. I don't think he'll.
Because we'll keep Jordan Smythe. We'll keep Jonnu Smith. But who will take the final 2 spots? You have Fortson. You have Tanner Connor. You have Hill. And then you have the undrafted, highly regarded undrafted prospect in Hayden Rucci. Or Rookie, however you say his name.
So Raphael says Hill's going to stay. Smith, Smythe, Hill. Is that who you're saying is going to stay, Raphael?
That's what he's saying. And we don't know how many tight ends they're going to keep. We don't know how many anything. They could end up keeping 4 tight ends. We don't know. This is the year that he says, yeah, that's what he's saying. Smith, Smythe, and Hill will stay. But this is the year that supposedly everyone's saying that McDaniel's going to include the tight ends in his scheme this year. So there's going to be a whole lot of tight end plays and tight end schemes going on.
And the tight end is one of those positions that kind of helps with the offensive line, and our offensive line's a little bit. So, you can see them keep. The first year they kept a ton of tight ends for that reason.
Yeah. What else?
What's up, Joe? Number one. Joe
Risk. What's up, Joe? Let's see. NFL Insider provides small yet significant update on Dolphins negotiation with Tua. Let's see what's so small and significant they're saying. As a $50 million quarterback club keeps adding names, Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua is in the short list of potential new members. Though Tua remains a polarizing player in the eyes of fans and media, as no one seems to agree how good he is exactly, the Dolphins will likely end up paying him to stick around. Well, you know what? He's the best things we've had in a long time. But he's also, people say they can't make up their mind. This kid is the most criticized quarterback in NFL history, I think. Whether it's good plays, bad plays, he gets criticized for it all. And every time he's been criticized, each year he's worked on one thing or another and proved people wrong on different things.
My big question on the contract, is it going to be 3 years or is it going to be 5 years? I mean, there's a difference in dollar amount and guaranteed money and all of that when you're talking about the difference in the term.
Oh, yeah.
And I just can't see Tua and his agents wanting to agree to a 3-year term because the guaranteed money is less, right? So you got to figure they're pushing for a 4-year, maybe a 5, something like the big one we saw with Jacksonville.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I was drawing a blank.
Fowler claiming that the sides are in the ballpark sure boosts expectations of deal getting done before the start of the 2024 season. The deal will likely land somewhere near the $50-55 million range, following lucrative deals to the likes of Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, who are tied as the highest paid quarterbacks ahead of 2024. I'm thinking before anybody else gets signed, they need to do something with him by the time training camp starts, I would say. Otherwise, it could just end up screwing us more and more as far as, well, so-and-so is getting paid this much now, and you know how it goes.
Yeah, Raphael.
And I think some of the big talking points, which I think makes no sense, the fact that not that the amount of money that Trevor Lawrence got, is the fact that the Jaguars didn't wait for his 5th-year option to sign the contract.
Yeah.
Which is also one reason that their contract's a little bit better than ours will be, because theirs doesn't start until later, kind of like our Waddle contract doesn't really kick in until 2026, and at that point it's going to be a deal, So when we look at his dollar amount, you're really looking at the dollar amount you expect the quarterback to be they got him locked all the way through 30-30. Do you think $55 million a year is going to be a lot of money for a quarterback in 30-30 and 30-29? No, he's going to be wanting to restructure by then. So when you look at the deal for Waddle and I keep forgetting his freaking name, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Trevor, those are projected numbers. So to think that we're going to get 1 year earlier on that with Tua, it's just, if it's the same amount, it's really more, is what I'm saying.
And to piggyback off what you're saying, 4 years ago, you got to remember 4 years ago when Dak got his deal, it was a 26, 27, and at the time he was the highest paid quarterback at 26. Right now, it's kind of doubled that.
Yeah,
receivers are making that.
Well, Raphael Court writes, 1 average year and 50 million plus club ? Well, Tua had more than an average year last year, really. Things slacked off at the last half of the year. We had a lot of injuries and stuff. And we went from averaging, 35 points a game to averaging hardly 10 points a game the last 4 or 5 seasons. Welcome, Mr. O'Hanlon. How you doing, my brother?
How are you?
It was good, John. How you
Just
doing,
finished
brother?
my last one.
What's up?
Driving home. Just finished with my last one.
Good, good, good. We're just above ground and upright. That's all we can ask for.
Who's that? Joe and Shake Money?
Yep.
Yep.
Looked up Joe and Shake Money. Yes, sir.
I don't have my glasses on because I'm driving, so I don't need them for distance. I just need them for up close. So,
Hey, John. By the way, what's your Tuesday looking like next week?
I'm free most nights. I work all day. I work a 10, 11-hour day every day.
Okay,
So,
I'll inbox you and see if you could. I would like to do my interview with you. Not tomorrow, but the following Tuesday.
yeah. Message me or something and let me know, and
Okay,
we'll go from there.
that's what's up.
I'm usually done most nights 5:30, 6 o'clock. So, anytime after that is good.
Yeah, I usually do my shows at 7 o'clock, so that's good.
Yeah, that's no problem.
The Church of Tuanon. Welcome to the show, brother. Thank you for joining us. Dolphins' 3 best trade targets to round out 2024 roster. Let's see who they got on the list here. Javonte Williams, another running back from Denver Broncos.
Nope.
I don't think we need another running back to pick up for a trade target.
By the way, the Church of Tuanon is Finsanity.
Okay.
Welcome, sister.
Welcome.
Welcome. Evan Brown, center guard from Arizona Cardinals. Brown is a versatile interior offensive lineman who would perfectly fit a big need for the Dolphins.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that one I can agree with, depending on what his contract is right now.
Diet or regular?
Coke Zero.
Any secondary center would be a godsend. We need 2 actual centers because I just don't see any of our centers making it through the year. I'll see one make it through the year when I see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He finds himself vulnerable position after Arizona added more offensive line depth in free agency and the draft. So his bet making the roster is winning a battle with Hajalt Froholt at center or simply serving as his backup. So, I mean, the Dolphins, we have Isaiah Wynn, Aaron Brewer, and Robert Jones as starters on the interior line. Liam Eichenberg is solid depth at center, but the backup guard rotation looks pretty suspect on paper. So, I mean, that I could agree with, yeah.
Oh, listen, that may be one of those cases we wait till August when cuts are made and he's available and you pick him up and spend the first couple weeks teaching him the system, and then if you need him, you got him.
I can't argue with you on that, John. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of last-minute pickups because
sure. Listen, every team's got 90 guys in camp right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, there's so much right now for some reason. To me, it seems like there's a lot of good to great, not superior, but good to great talent out there. And an overabundance of it to where, one teams aren't going to need them, but other teams will.
Right.
Oh,
and we're going to have to let up off
Tom,
some pretty
how you
good
doing,
players.
My brother? I didn't hear you come in, but I did see you just now.
Did you get everything done, Tom?
I just got done folding that mountain. Folded at least. I got to go get envelopes and then dump out the boxes and organize what's here.
But one of the other ones is a trade target is Fedarian Mathis, defensive tackle, Washington Commanders.
No, I see him as being another one where you could probably wait until
Tom, we're looking at some of the trade targets you're saying Miami could look at. And this one is Fedarian Mathis, defensive tackle, Washington Commanders.
I saw they were looking at Jonathan Allen from Commanders too.
That's not on this list. We went over Evan Brown, center guard from Arizona Cardinals. I mean, I
saw that they got because they just a younger kid.
Yeah, because they picked up several younger. And I mean, honestly, like John and Joe both said, picking up another center can't hurt.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this point, I would kind of wait and see what's going on with Connor, see how his knee's doing, because you could always move Brewer to guard. I think that was the whole point of getting Brewer, is that he could play both positions. And even if you did pick up Connor and Brewer, you had center for the first couple games because Connor wasn't right, you could flip-flop from there. I mean, you know how Miami is. They like guys that are versatile everywhere. Like, look at their secondary for, you know what I mean? Guys that could play free, slot safety, nickel, dime, all over the place. They like the versatility out of guys.
But you know what's funny is Omar Kelly says that he's small, not undersized, not lightweight, but small. And not for his position. He's just small.
I mean, I guess he's not wrong about that, because I think Connor's like 6'2", Brewer's like 6'2". I mean, not everyone's going to have that prototypical David Bakhtiari or like 6'5" beast of a man center. You know what I mean? There's only a few of them out there. There was one in the draft a couple years ago that I really wanted, and Creed Humphrey, who's been nasty for Kansas City, just couldn't get him.
Yeah, Brewer's undersized. He's 295, 6'1".
Hey, listen, Kelsey had a Hall of Fame career at 6'2",
the height's the issue.
290. So,
yeah, it depends on the person's heart and stuff.
Right. You wait and see. A year from now, when Kelsey's been retired for a year, he's going to be down to like 220.
Well, I don't know, with the way all the beer he drinks and everything else, he might just gain a lot of beer weight.
No, because his wife is too much into nutrition and stuff, and she's going to be telling him, I don't want to hear about all your aches and pains. Lose 50, 60, 70 pounds, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, right. You're looking like Marquise and Mike Pouncey right now. Skinny as hell.
Yeah, they really lost some weight. It's amazing how they can build up on that body frame and build up all of that, and that frame holds up, and then they thin back down. You're like, man, it's like a wet cat.
Yeah. I'm glad that we didn't go that route last year when people were calling for him. He was down to 230 from 300. It's like, dude, he looks like he can get ragdolled by some of our corners.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's I can never remember his name. The guy we just signed, Tom, was it Myers or
May, the safety?
May, yeah. What do you know about him?
I mean, he's pretty good. He's athletic. He's kind of a ball hawk, but he also can come down and drop down and stop the run. I mean, he was a part of a couple good defense, bad defensive overall, but good positional groups. I mean, the Saints defense is always hit or miss depending on how their D-line goes, because they're built kind of like how we were built, where we weren't sure how the corners were going to go until Ramsey got back. So you wanted your D-line to be huge. That's why they got Chubb. That's why they were hoping Phillips was going to take the next step. And then with Wilkin, Sealer, is that if your D-line front helps the back end. So now we're kind of switch swapping that, where we're hoping the back end of the secondary is stout to give the D-line extra time versus the other way around now.
Well, I mean, I can't wait to see our defense really going at things in training camp, because just seeing, the Ravens defense and hearing about our defense coordinator, Coach Weaver, I think it's just going to be interesting to see everything going on.
Yeah, I mean, good linebacker play helps everything, to be honest with you. If you got guys that can fill holes, that can, stay with tight ends and assist both the D-line and the secondary, it's fucking huge. And I think Jordan Brooks is going to be the diamond this year. As much as I was in on David Long last year, now Brooks has a running mate that's as quick as him, as athletic as him. Honestly, might be a little bit more physical than David Long Jr., where he can really help fill that because he's sideline to sideline speed as well. Brooks is a huge upgrade. As much as people don't know about him, he's a huge upgrade. He's a thumper.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm like you. I like those guys that are just they got that grit, and I don't like seeing these guys just they try to tackle, but I like them when they're laying them out and stuff.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for Brooks. I'm ready for people to be like, "Wow, this kid's nasty. Who the hell's this guy?" Basically, it was almost a trade-off for Baker. Honestly, I mean, it doesn't help that like I'm that bought in that like I just got my Brooks jersey, but it's weird seeing these guys. Like, think about it: 25 for Jalen Wright, like 20 reminds you of, like Rashad Jones, and it's Brooks. Like, you know what I mean? Like a linebacker now they could wear like kind of different numbers than they were back in the day.
Yeah. That's back in the day. I never really got to learn them because this group of numbers were for the linebackers. This group of numbers were safeties. This group of numbers were receivers. Right. You didn't see you didn't see
a single-digit lineman.
Yeah, anything like that. Yeah.
Like, look at Kayvon Thibodeau's 5 for the Giants. Like, it's usually a quarterback number. He's your D end. Brian Burns is going to wear 0 for them. So, like, it's just weird. They're going to have a 0 and a 5 playing on both ends. Like, it's just not normal. Or not what we're used to seeing, rather.
Well, Phillips wears 15, so.
True. Exactly. Like, I mean, and then Chubbs, too. Like, they just went, like, completely.
Yeah.
As soon as they switched, they were 55 was Chubb before that when he played at NC State. I think he were number 4.
Yeah, Chubb's 5, right? 2. Okay.
Hey guys, I got to drop off.
Okay, Joe. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Joe, have a good night, brother.
Thank you. Ends up.
Yeah, we have about 15 minutes left of the show, guys. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, crazy weekend. I hope everyone had a wonderful Father's Day. This coming Saturday, here in Hernando County, Florida, in Brooksville, we are serving pulled pork sandwiches and potato salad and drinks at the local Humane Society. Come out for open house, reduced adoption fees, see the facility, and even look at doing some fostering or any volunteering.
Come here, boy.
Who you got there, Tom?
My fucking cat's annoying as hell.
Annoying as hell.
He's annoying.
He's hungry.
He's always hungry. Does he look like he needs to eat?
Well, that's like my Harley kitty. He probably weighs about 20 pounds.
I think he's like 24 or something like that. He's a big boy.
I had worked for some people who had several cats around the house and everything. They were all outside cats, but she had one that weighed close to 30 pounds.
Yeah, he's scared of his own shadow, and he's fat as hell. But he gets that food running. He's the quickest thing you can imagine.
Yeah, Hooked Up Joe said Callie Campbell is a great vet pickup for us.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what he's got left in the tank. At worst, he's a coach on the field.
And, even a protege for some of the rookies coming up and stuff.
Absolutely. He can definitely teach Mo Kamara and Chop Robinson a lot more than they already know, as well as he can – and Phillips and Chubb can both benefit, just like these young linemen that are getting better, Austin Jackson, that are learning from Tehran. Like, it's the same type philosophy. And it's full circle for him. I kind of was hoping we'd get him once he left the Ravens 2 years ago, and then the Falcons swooped in and gave him a good lucrative deal 1 year. So, he took that, but now he's back in Miami. I think he was a part of the Ken Dorsey teams in like 04, 05, 06, whatever, when they went to the national championship for the Hurricanes, when I think Ohio State won with Maurice Claret. I think he was on that 06, 07 team, and then now he's coming back to Miami again.
Well, it's nice to see him come back and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a good dude too.
We got a lot going on. I still look at this roster, what we have, and I can't imagine just some of these. I cannot imagine some of these guys not making the team.
Right.
But when it comes down to cutting it to the 53-man roster, you're going to be, like I said it earlier, I think before even John got on, we're going to be looking at this and be like, wow, they're cutting him. Wow, him too, and stuff like that. And
absolutely. It's going to be who's versatile enough. Like if you're a fringe player, but you can play special teams, you're going to make it. If you're a fringe player that doesn't play special teams, sorry, you're gone. That's what it's going to come down to. A lot of tough decisions on fit and depth. And do we want to carry an extra lineman? Do we want to carry an extra receiver? Because I mean,
I agree with you.
Right.
These players,
their existing contracts. Is it a veteran making more? Is it a guy in his first contract?
Is it somebody you could relegate and hopefully make it through waivers to get to the practice squad or not? Like it's the same thing for baseball. Like it's like, but you don't have the same amount of like options. Well, you do sometimes. Like minor league guys have 4 options before you have to make them a 40-man roster type spot. You're gonna have a lot of decisions like that to be made as well.
See, and that's the one thing I got to give credit for Chris Greer is because the last few years, before I remember about 5 or 6 years ago, we were the team that would dumpster dive to the Ravens and all these other teams. Now teams are the ones that are dumpster diving in our trash bin.
Right, they're going to start going after our coaches too, Shake. Everyone wants Frank Smith right now as their possible OC or head coach in the next cycle. It's a possibility.
Yeah, there was an article just last week or something about he's, sticking with Miami this year. And I know it's a business, but sometimes you just hate to see those guys go.
It's the cost of success is that everyone wants to pluck what you got just to get a piece of that new philosophy or new idea.
Right. If we make the playoffs again and win a playoff game, he's gone.
Absolutely. He's getting an opportunity.
Adam Sadowski, thank you for joining us, brother. Yeah, that's the cost of success. I mean, plain and simple.
I mean, look at the Eagles. They got left with Sirianni, who they're not thrilled about, who he's got this year to make it through. But Shane Steichen went to the Colts and turned a really shitty team around to a possibly good team, depending on what Andy Richardson can bring in year 2. And, you get Pittman back healthy fully. They could be decent. And then they lost Jonathan Gannon to the Cardinals, so they're still rebuilding. But, the kind of ideology's there at least.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot going on to see. I think, playing the Colts, that's going to be a good game for us. That's going to be a tough game. I could see that. I mean, but we've said it before. All the games are tough. None of them are just walk-by games.
Of course.
It may end up being a walk-by game, but you can't look at it that way.
Right.
I mean, because go ahead, Shake.
No, I was gonna just say that at the end of the day, you can have a team that has one win, but match up against us better than any other team in the NFL, and that would help them get over us because they have better matchups than we do.
And it's the same thing we've said time and time again. Any given Sunday, just like the movie, the worst team will beat the best team.
Yeah, and the more success you have, the bigger the bullseye on your back. It's like these blue blood college teams like Duke and UNC. Everyone gets their best every single game because it's like, I just want to beat them just because. So you're going to get, these teams that are like not doing well, but they've been in close games and they're say 3-6 and they've lost 4 of those games by 1 possession. You're going to get the best out of these teams. It's going to be tough.
And at the same time, especially near the end of the season, it's like we may not be going to the playoffs, but let's knock these guys out of the playoffs while we're at it.
Right, playing for some pride.
Yeah. What's the weather like up there today,
guys? My area,
92.
It's nice, but for some reason, my phone's acting real funny. It keeps going in and out from 4G to 5G. So I'm going to jump out because it keeps freezing on me. So
Yeah, that's
Okay,
not
John. You have a good night. Peace, love, and fins up, brother, and we'll see you Wednesday night.
Fins up, guys.
later. Yeah, this is all the shit I got going today, Paul.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of your video. I didn't catch it all. I
didn't get yours in yet, but I think I got like 200 of 3, maybe like 185 out of 300, something like that. And I was working on it from like 1 to like 5:30, and I just finished refolding them.
Yeah, this morning I was puppy sitting all morning while the wife and granddaughter went to the Y and did their stuff, and then I was running all afternoon. Got home, cooked dinner, ate dinner, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, that's when I saw your notice that you're going to be late, and I look, and it's like 1 minute till. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I mean, I just was like, I don't want to stop right now. I'm like rolling, like my back is killing me from bending over a whole million times. But at least a lot are here already, and my next step is basically taking those boxes and dumping them out on the floor and playing salad and like pulling the computer out and matching up. Okay, this person ordered this, and just make piles of each. Then I got to go to the dollar store and get like 100 envelopes, pack them, weigh them, and then reach out to everybody for addresses or like let them know, look, you got 2 out of 3 and you got 3 out of 4, and do you want them now? Or do you want to wait? So I mean, it's exactly 3 weeks, I guess, from when we were all paid up, or 2.5. It's going into the 3rd week, so not bad. The timeline's good still.
So I keep forgetting. What games are you coming to, Tom?
Tennessee and the Niners. I'll be down there, and then I'm doing Indy, Green Bay, and the Jets here on the road. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. That's it for now. I mean, everything's booked and paid for. And then, we'll see if maybe I'll get like a weekend on like a Wednesday or Thursday where I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to come down for a game. Another one, we'll see. You're
the Jersey guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta reach out to you.
Yeah, I think I shot you a DM with my group where I put it all in just to keep it all in one place so I don't go absolutely insane. But I would say once I finish this one, I don't know, I mean, maybe like another couple, maybe like say 2 weeks until I finish this, and then I'll put like a new thread up. I'll let you know, because once I put the thread up, everyone's got 2 weeks to make all the requests of what they want, and then I'll like turn the comments off, and it's like 400 or 500 comments, and I'll make an Excel spreadsheet with like what everybody wants that I send over to China, and then I get my plug tells me like, yes, these can be done, no, they can't, how much they are, and then I come back, let everybody know their totals, give everyone 2 weeks to pay, and then once we're all paid in full, and they come in, I start doing them live, like legit. Just got these two boxes in today with like 200 of the 300 pieces. I'll go live, I'll open them, show the front, show the back, and then make a pile. I mean, the pile on my table today was probably about this high. It was like 200 plus pieces. Then I'll fold them all and do all that shit.
Did you figure out what that one jersey was that you said you didn't know what it was?
I didn't, because I just finished that, so I got to pull my laptop out. Yeah, like I was so confused when I saw it. I was like, Mayfield 6. I was like, this got to be a fucking mistake. And then there was another one, so maybe it was like a custom for like a family or something, because like I knew that I ordered 2 Baker Bucks jerseys, 1 white one and 1 creamsicle one for my buddy Andrew and someone else. And I was like so baffled when I saw number 6 Mayfield. I was like, this can't be right. Dolphins Mayfield, what? Like, but it might be. It might just be someone's like own last name. I got a couple wedding requests coming up for people that want like Mr. and Mrs. with their date. I got ones that are people doing anniversaries coming up, like with the Panthers, like all different stuff.
Well, I'm gonna have to probably end up getting in a chain one that I can get signed myself from you sometime.
Hell yeah, I got to get another one. I keep forgetting, like, because by the time I put everything in for everybody else, I get to do mine like after that, and then I'm like, all right, well, fuck this. I've been doing this for 12 hours. I'm over it. I'll get it, and I'm like, shit, I didn't order one for myself. Like,
Chef Jew, our ambassador, is here.
Yo.
How you doing, Chef Jew?
Yeah, I just want a regular Dolphin Shake Money 78 jersey. That's it.
Easy, bro. Not a problem. I can show you what I just got from John because his came in today.
Well, while you're looking, give me a real quick second. And Chef Jew, Instagram, call him for bookings, catering, cupcakes, all that wonderful stuff. You can't go wrong with Chef Jew. 786-804-8096. Give him a call, South Florida.
Hey, by the way, I'm working on I'm gonna see if I can work on a commercial for Chef Jew. He's gonna make it, and I'll send you the audio file if you want to play it.
Yes, please.
All right, so here's what I got for John on this run. I mean, when you walk down East 12, Shake, pretty much a lot of the ones you see probably are ones I've gotten for people, like John's before. Like, so you got the white Johnny O. Like, I got stuff for Maria. I get stuff for all different people. The one Allie was wearing at the draft, her and Jared, like Jared's security one, I got them.
Mine.
Paul, myself. I don't know. There's a lot. I got stuff for Future. This last one. This is John's other one. It's like a split John.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, the teal came out really good. The teal's kind of tough, so I kind of avoid it because, like, you know, like they keep changing our teal every few years, and it's like brighter or darker. So the teal's always really hard for trying to match. So I usually stick away from that. But this teal's on fucking point, like for John. Like I was happy as hell that I saw how nice it was. But and then I even like we were doing the cruise for the fans or whatever. I got like one of these as like a sample for them. Then I'm gonna get the custom patches made too. Got that for them. So do that go on the cruise and whatnot. 25 for the year. It's got the 97 to 12 logo on there. I mean, they're pretty cool. I've been at it for a long time. Usually I get them just to get signed and stuff like that. And then it kind of like a lot of people are like, dude, can I get me one? Can you get me one? I was like, yeah. Like so, like I started doing it for everybody. I mean, there's like one of my 17 closets I have just full of shit. Yankees.
Well,
Dolphins.
real quick, let's give some last words because we're down in about a minute and a half.
Good.
Hey, all I gotta say is fins up and thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us, Shake. Well, goodbye, Shake already.
Thanks for holding the fort down.
Chef Jew, I like the Campbell signing. I was upset with him when he injured Tannehill's knee versus the Cardinals in 2016. I was there.
Yeah. It was such an awkward fall, too. Like, it was so close to not being anything, but the way the knee went, yeah, I remember that.
I want to thank everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Huddle Sports Network, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, all for joining us, watching us, listening to us. Y'all have a wonderful week. Catch us Wednesday night. We won't be on the Huddle Sports Network, but you can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Oh, yeah. Wednesday night, 8:45 p.m. Y'all have a great week. Peace, love, and fins up, everybody. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Later, y'all. See y'all soon.